All right, we have reached step 7 in the 7 steps to AI mastery. You're still engaged. I'm still teaching. I still have a voice, kind of. I love this stuff. All right, writing a book it takes a long time. You're in it for the long haul. And the longer we spend on a project, sometimes the harder it feels. And the more in-depth we get into our book, the more isolating it is. You can't talk to your partner about it because they don't understand the scope of the niche interest that you're writing about. You can't talk to your friends about it, or you can, but they just don't really get it because they're just impressed that you're writing a book and your writing buddy is knee-deep in their own existential crisis. But there is a conversation that you've been having from idea all the way to now with a pattern recognition machine that can answer all of your questions. Use it. You don't just need to use it for structure. You don't just need to use it for ideas. Remember the prompt that I gave way back at the beginning of the workshop about acting as a world-class psychologist? And you can use that. So here are 3 prompts that I will use at different stages of mental in my writing process. And once again, keep in mind that ChatGPT gives really good advice, but it can't replace professional mental health help. It cannot replace professional mental help. So this is something that you would want to slot into a program that you're already working with. It's something that we can use to deal with the imposter syndrome and the sort of higher level stuff, but like deeper issues that you are having do still require professional help. So here are some prompts. Acting as a world-class therapist, using evidence-based techniques. Give me one thing I can do right now to help with this situation, and then just lay your situation out. Prompt number 2. Acting as a cutthroat marketing and branding expert, tell me 3 specific reasons why my book will help people. This is where you cut your imposter syndrome off at the knees. You make your effort about somebody else. And prompt number 3, acting as a world-class editor of New York Times bestsellers, give me 1 practical tip I can apply right now that will immediately lift this chapter. Remember, you tell AI the role that you want it to take, it will assume that role and do its best to answer you in a way that actually gives you what you need. All right, we've reached the end of the 7 steps, so let's go through a quick little recap. Starting with what AI is brilliant at: structure. It is brilliant at patterns. It is brilliant at outlines. It is brilliant at developmental assessments and market assessments and prompt-driven mentoring and casual emotional support through the process. What AI is not for, where you do not want it driving the car, you take that wheel away from it, is that it can't have a conversation. It cannot fill your lived experiences, your social proof, and the reason why people are reading a book written by a human. It can't write that for you. It cannot give you legal or medical or financial advice. It does not find facts, it replicates patterns. If it's connected to the internet, you can ask it to find sources for you, but do your due diligence and check those sources out. Ooh, and an aspect I should have mentioned earlier is that if you are working with somebody else's work, you do not put it into the bot. You are deciding for your intellectual property to use this tool to the best of your ability so that you can cut out time, so that you can save money, so that you can improve your mental health, so that you can have a much easier writing process. You cannot make that decision for somebody else. You could end up in very, 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 very hot water for that. What to do when your answers suck. Remember that it was your bad prompt. You know, your answers are only ever going to be as good as your prompt, so go back to your prompt. Go to your 4 steps and figure out, okay, have I asked it what role to take? Have I asked it to act from this area of expertise? Have I told it where I want the information to come from? And have I told it what tone I want it to take with me? Sharpen these things up and you'll sharpen your answer up. And if you're still getting awful prompts after that, drop something in the school community. You're part of the Voice to Page Writing Collective now as a result of buying and doing this masterclass. So lean on the community when you need help. We're here for you. Remember, a book is a conversation between you and your ideal reader, between somebody that had a problem that is seeking a solution and asking for your help. Only you can have that conversation. AI is your assistant through this process that makes it all easier. You've reached the end. Congratulations. You just upgraded from AI is scary to AI is now a tool that I can use. I'll see you in school, and good luck with your writing project.